I awoke in a strange place that I was not familiar. A small business park by Greg's and some other stuff. But after getting my bearings, I got myself up, walked over to the side of the road to keep an eye out for my contact. After a while of enjoying the lovely scenery, he arrived in a grey van. It was time to begin my shift. I wish to tell you a story that taught me a lot about what, in my mind, is one of the most important jobs in society. Freight.
Alright, I've got packages, book folders, poly bags, fucking envelopes.
My journey started in this car right here and ended several months later in this car. She is called Luna because she was blue. This car is mine. So you see, first thing, I had to travel quite a distance. I was going to Brighton. I live west of London, and Brighton is bigly down south. I have an experience of going to Brighton in a vehicle that I have personally owned, and it not going particularly well. If you want to see any more information on that, not many people watch it. You should go watch it. My reason for going to Brighton was to meet up with Delta. Try changing one of the channels.
You know, sparkling water, you know, it's a very cultural thing. I'm Eastern European, and they love their sparkling water.
You see, Delta was my my contact, my guy who would get me to the front line, and even by the end of the day, into the facility. We don't talk about what goes on in the facility. It's company secret.
I actually learned how to do a burnout in a manual, in that van park. Are ideal for it. You know, it's doing, you know, a cheeky bit of burnouts, if you will, you know, burning some rubber. Don't tell my managers I do that.
In total, I spent about 30 hours in Brighton. Both times I turned up quite late, but the first time, after I got some shut-eye, it was time to hit the road. First off, we needed to get some fuel in the van because they're not fueled before they're sent out, because, you know, and that meant using Jeffrey Pissoff's credit card.
One pin I vividly remember, it's 69420, so yeah, that's my favorite fuel card. And there's always like sketchy people around the gas station, and you know, I use the fuel card to my advantage, you know. Whatever gets you through the day, you know. It's just you in the van on the road at the end of the day after all, so.
At the same time as fueling up the van, we also had to check for damage on the van itself, which is, you know, it's fine. Normally this is done automatically by a funky arch thing, but it was broken on the day, so, you know, can't use them. Be surprised, the tyres, you wouldn't be surprised, the tyres get completely fucked up, where previous drivers has obviously been under the influence. It was also in this petrol station where I met Gladot. Netrodyne. The eyes that constantly move.
Oh, Netrodyne. Yeah, well, you just have to look good for Netrodyne, basically. So no tailgating, no smoking in the cab. Done that a few times, actually. Don't tell the managers that. Yeah, no, I mean, somebody's always watching you. Times where you accidentally, you know, knock the camera with a parcel when you're organizing them, and you get marked down for it. I don't know why, but on the app you can review the footage of when that happens, and it says something like, a driver initiated cab. I don't even know what that means. And then Netrodyne is the only other being with you in the van. if you will.
After all this, it was time to hit the road and get to our first stop, which I didn't get much footage of because I was busy delivering parcels.
Oh, there you go, brother. You have a parcel for yourself, knock on the door, and I'm out of here.
Well, this was kind of where I first met the van. I didn't meet the van. I noticed the van and its interior, and it's quite nice. There's it's got all you'd ever need. It's got aircon, it's got radio that you can like link your phone to. It's really cool. Got power windows. Got comfy seat. It's a Mercedes van. It's nothing too special, but it also had a button which could have made everyone's day a lot longer. I'm so disappointed I didn't press it. One of the things that I do remember from this first stop was that it was near Columbia House. And if you live in Columbia House, I'm very sorry that your life has come to this point. I'm sure it's fine living there. It looked relatively high-end. It's a big apartment building, I assume. But I can tell you this for certain. Delivery drivers hate you. I hate a main entrance that was locked, and there was no one around, and the buzzers didn't work. The fucking... I don't like Columbia House at all. It sucks. I didn't like it. One of the other locations we came to was a very cramped village with some very tight roads, which, as you can imagine, was really nice with a long wheelbase van. Some of the places you just could not turn around, so we had to back out onto incoming traffic. Thankfully, the Mercedes van that we were using has a great ability to just stop the van if it detects any movement, which is ironic because it's on a vehicle. Surely you should have just been able to back out of it into oncoming traffic slowly enough that you make your presence known and that people can be like, oh, there's someone wants to come out, I should stop or claim insurance. The other great thing that the Mercedes van had was a digital rear view mirror, which meant that it had a little camera on the back and a little screen in where the wing mirror is. Then a short while after that we came to another neighbourhood that was it's a bit confusing because you could tell that everyone had like really expensive houses, upper echelons, let's say. None of the houses were anything like each other, but you could tell that they were very expensive, so watch out, they might shoot you with a naval cannon. Be careful of the naval cannons as a delivery driver in Brighton. They might kill you. They might. No promises. Some other small-ish places that come to mind was one house where there was like a really long window and a buzzer, and I beeped there, and then they like were looking at me, and I was like, I have a parcel, and they just were like, you want beef, eh? No, not quite, but they were being annoying, and that kind of annoyed me because I was doing it for a day. I hate to think what people that do it all the time go through.
And one time this person was taking pictures of my van because I was parked in front of his driveway for 30 seconds. Wasn't even on private property, just in front of his driveway. And he wasn't planning on moving out. So, some people just go on massive ego trips, threaten drivers with guns, even though they're in the marked Amazon van. It's really weird. I had to deliver bottles to. They don't even say thanks. They're like, oh yeah, bottles of water. Yeah, 3 heavy stacks in a tight driveway that my van won't even fit. That's why most drivers end up with bad knees and bad backs.
Yeah.
Because one time on a route, I jumped out of the van 200 times. My knees went bad. They started hurting really bad. It's the only form of cardio that I do, let's be honest. So I guess it's good in that regard, but you still feel like crap at the end of the day. And I don't know if I felt any health benefits. But
Lean.
But when you start consuming energy drinks and eating meal deals, it kind of disrupts the cycle of a good workout.
Already feeling the strain on my body from nearly a half day's work at that point, I thought to myself, holy fuck, these guys do this every day. What? We reached a very strange place, a very liminal neighbourhood. All of the houses looked identical, and delivering one parcel, I thought to myself that God damn, I've been doing this for like what, half a day, and I'm shattered. And I'm thinking, damn, as a gardener, I've got it pretty good. These people in these delivery jobs are, you know, they are absolutely needed.
Well, we are the people who the customers see. You know, we're like where we end the life cycle of the parcel, if you will. You know,
The cutting edge.
yeah, in a sense. But we're at bottom of the barrel. We don't technically work for. We work with a delivery service partner, so we're collaborators in a sense. So that gives you a bit of an ego boost. But that means you don't have a union, and they can shaft you as much as you want.
But these thoughts I couldn't ponder for too long because, you know, we were on a tight schedule. Delta keeps a very tight ship, so we couldn't be wasting much time pondering on such existential questions as, what the fuck am I doing with my life? How is pissing?
Oh yeah, you can't leave any evidence. It's bad.
Towards the end of our shift, we came to kind of just an annoying neighborhood. It did have a Supra. What?
Supra in there.
Supra? What's that, a Supra? Bunch of lanes and very few through roads, but Cumbrian Close is very funny. It was also at this time that the app broke because Delta's phone had a bit of an aneurysm and just decided to not play along. Scan it. Scan it.
I wish I could. If the,
Stupid
this is
app.
another thing we have to deal with.
Stupid apps.
The app is slow. I think my phone is just slow, but I don't know anymore.
Because, you know, you should definitely use a business model that depends almost solely on the functionality of the driver's personal belongings for it to work at all. You could also just give them scanners like they have in Tesco's, but I guess that would just be too stupid. But I could feel it in the air. We were getting to the end of our day, the end of our shift, and we could finally just relax for the rest of it. Get the van back to the facility and just have a nice, relaxing several Red Bulls or something. I don't know. But then it happened. We got a rescue.
You might want to put your jacket back.
A rescue is a thing that happens every now and then where another driver who isn't quite hitting their quota is shot. All of their parcels are put in the back of our van. We are then obliged to deliver those packages to where they are destined, which obviously cannot be done by the dead delivery driver.
Oh damn, don't fall in that hole. That would be bad.
I'm not gonna lie, that was almost the straw that blew my back out, but I wanted to stay. I was thinking, oh, I could leave, but no, for Delta's sake, I'll stick on and I'll get there. And I'm actually really glad that I did, because then we went to Golden Avenue.
Mein Gott.
Golden Avenue is a very high-end housing estate. That stuck in my mind partly because it's called Golden Avenue, but mainly because it was the end of our shift. When I went back there, I got like a bunch of footage because, you know, it's Golden Avenue, why wouldn't you? And so have some footage from Golden Avenue.
Wait, shit, do you want it horizontal?
Landscape. Don't worry.
I just realised that shit. Yeah, there we go.
Oh no, there's a thing. Oh no, there's a gate.
Oh no, it's fine.
No access to sea. No through road. Oh, that's fine.
Oh, you're
I
fine.
don't know if... Okay, that's fine. Private estate. Strictly 25, no through road, no public... I don't know what it says. No footpath.
I'm being respectful. They can see.
Oh, look at that fancy electric smart Fiat. We're in. It's like Area 51. We're not supposed to be. Like, everybody's recording. We're definitely.
Yeah, yeah, no, exactly. Yo, is that a Vulcan? That's nice.
What?
It's an Aston Martin Vulcan. I feel so out of place here. I'm gonna go.
We're exhausted.
I'm not going this way.
Wait, isn't that like a...
Golden Avenue close. Oh, it's a.
You'll have to turn.
Oh. I'm just gonna just reverse all the way out.
There's somebody with a shotgun is gonna come out saying, "What are you doing?"
Oh, excuse me, you went on my driveway.
I didn't mean to, sir.
But you're rude, it's a fucking dead end.
Super smooth.
Oh yeah, that looks good in the camera.
I guess we're just gonna leave now because I feel so.
Wait, no, you can be here. Wait, what did you want to record here?
Literally just footage around here. Yeah.
Oh, okay, right.
What's it saving to? Is it a micro SD?
he's using a phone.
I'm actually just using my phone.
Oh right.
You record it as well on the tiny.
I'm getting like memories now delivered.
So am I.
I remember I was being tailgated by another delivery driver here. Oh yeah, you can turn here. It's a cul-de-sac.
Cul-de-sac.
It looks like we're gonna burgle these houses.
Yeah, I know.
with all
We're
these
casing the joint or something.
Oh, I delivered to Tides. I delivered to Horizons.
And I can tell you this for certain, I have never felt more out of place in a Honda Jazz. Which is silly because it's a brilliant car. The lovely blue of Luna right here did help blend in somewhat. But then the moment came, after the very long day that we had endured, it was time for our final package.
Well, the last one. Well, that's the rescue done.
Solid gaming. I'm gonna shoot myself. Our shift was complete. All we really had to do now was take the van back to the facility, and then our day was over. We were free to just have a nice evening, I guess, what was left of it. Started at 12 o'clock midday and finished at about 9:30. And to all the people who received a parcel because of me, I hope it wasn't broken, and I just want you to know, it was kind of a pain in the arse. I don't know what to say. Except for this thing, because what is that? Please, help, help! And also this box, mainly because of the names. However, my day wasn't done. You see, Delta was living vaguely nearby. However, I, for reasons I cannot remember, had to go back home. So I was off. Pretty much as soon as I was free to get out of Delta's car, once we'd gotten back to his place, and where I had parked my car, the red one, not this one. So off I was, fighting through the harsh LED headlights of the M25, and it gave me some time to think. I just spent 9 hours getting in and out of a van, delivering packages to people that didn't even know my name. So if there is one lesson to learn from my experience, I don't know what it is. I'm sorry. It was, for me, a hard day, but one that I remember quite fondly. I think back to it every now and then and think, yeah, that was shit, but, you know, some laughs along the way. For some other people, you know, it's a day-to-day occurrence. You don't really have a choice with some things like this. Most of the time, these jobs are on 0-hour contracts, and you don't really have yes or no. You don't really have a say in what goes on with your life. So, I hope by making this video, some delivery drivers feel heard, and some customers can empathize a bit more with the packages that just appear at their doorstep. It may seem a bit like magic, but it's not. It takes hard work, and, you know, if these people weren't doing it, it wouldn't happen. And you'd be having a terrible time not having a weird purple floppy thing. It's a job that nobody really wants to do, but it is definitely one someone has to.
Except Delta, because he got fired. He didn't get fired, he got let go or something. But he doesn't have to do it anymore either. Anyway. Thanks for watching.